She is passionate. Above all, she is passionate.
She's
Armed
passionate.
forces.
The
Yes.
way she is describing her achievements in paragliding, para-rafting and everywhere.
As far as situational demand is concerned, she is a bit low at that. In general awareness.
So I have done paragliding, I have done parasailing, I have done rafting.
And she is.
Come in, please. Yeah.
Please come in, please.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Twinkle.
Good morning.
Have a seat, please. How are you?
I'm good, sir. How are you?
You're all good.
Okay, Twinkle, we have gone through your, PIQ. Very well read, I must compliment. But just tell about yourself in person to, all of us.
Yeah.
Who you are and what exactly are you doing and what are your interests?
Okay, sir. So basically, sir, my name is Twinkle. I'm from Mumbai, Maharashtra, and I'm 23 years old. Before this, I was pursuing aircraft maintenance engineering, but I always had interest in defense. So now I'm pursuing my dream.
And one more thing, I want to ask you, though your background is something to do with I've seen your design choice also Indian Air Force, I think.
Yes, yes.
And since you were there already, pursuing aircraft maintenance engineering,
Yes, sir.
that is something, very good, I would say.
Yes, sir.
But, there has to be some spark somewhere. People are well read, people are engineers, but that, does not mean that everyone comes and, joins the armed forces. But you have your background, that's one of the reasons. But what else makes you, motivate to opt go for opting the armed forces as a career?
So, sir, to answer your question, I would say I'm very patriotic. I love my nation a lot, and I can go to any extent to save it and also to pursue my career and to become an Air Force officer.
All right. Twinkle, as you have mentioned in your PIQ form that you hail from Mumbai, Maharashtra, right?
Yes.
It's a good city to be from. It's a very bustling city, right? All right. So there's a train station, local train station, VT.
Yes, sir.
What's the full form of VT?
It's actually the Victoria Terminals, but now it has changed to Shivaji Chhatrapati Terminals.
All right. Thank you.
Miss Twinkle, have you got your breakfast?
Yes.
What is your choice of breakfast?
So I prefer anything. I'm like South Indian, yeah, Maharashtrian breakfast, yeah, anything.
Okay. You are from Mumbai.
Yes, sir.
Tell me some unique qualities a man possesses over there, so-called Mumbaikar.
Okay, so everybody knows Mumbai is Sapnon ka Shahar, city of dreams. So I believe anyone who comes over there fulfills their dreams in any field, whether it's business, in film line or anything. And also, so food, you get delicious food in every corner. So you are not hungry. Even 10 rupees vada pav can fill your stomach and you're good to go all day. So
Why do we say Mumbai as financial capital of India?
because the majority of the businesses are in Mumbai. Like you have Jio in Mumbai, you have Reliance, you have Adani over there. So majority of the gross capital is Mumbai.
Okay.
Twinkle, initially when we commenced our, interaction, somewhere you said that you are a patriotic girl. That's why you want to go into, the armed forces.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you certain things on the patriotism only. My first question is, what is patriotism? Second is serving in the armed forces only way to show or display rather your patriotism? Is that so?
No, sir, I don't believe so. But for me, it is so. But I don't believe it for others, because it's like no one in my family is from army, navy, or defense background. So I want to be the first one to represent my family in defense background, make them also proud and my nation proud that a girl, that in 21st century, can sacrifice her life, sacrifice her needs for the country.
Beta, Mr. Shashi asked you a question. Why Bombay is called the financial capital of India, and you gave an answer, which is a fitting answer, no doubt. But what makes Mumbai suitable for it? For all the big businesses? What is that one factor that makes that city so uniquely suitable for all the businessmen throughout the India?
So from British area, we have seen that all the Britishers were financing over from that area. So it has already set up over there. Second, it has got a coastal region, which makes it convenient for trading and all sort of things, importing and exporting sort of things. Secondly, it has got like all the industries as I have mentioned already. So that is the reason.
So, Miss Twinkle, how is life as well as attributes of people in hills versus plain areas? Is different.
In hills, I have observed like people are more reliant on the nature because they have only that source to live on. They are very simple, they are very hardworking, they're also very fit. And on plain regions, they are like they're dependent on the hilly areas because all the food and all comes from there.
And what about attributes of people like honesty?
Honesty, okay. So as for hilly areas, I feel they are very simple, they are very kind, they are very genuine. You won't find any arrogance or any attitude in them. But as in plain areas, you'll find some like they are kind, but they are also they have like I have got a big house, I have got a big car, like
Twinkle, when you opt for the armed forces, be it Army or Navy or Indian Air Force for that matter, that's what your choice is. So we are going for, getting enrolled ourselves as an officer, isn't it?
Yes.
An officer is primarily a leader,
Yes, sir.
and you've opted this as a career.
Yes.
So somewhere, down the line, after so many years, can you just give me one example of your life in your academic career or anywhere else where you have actually acted as a leader?
Okay, sir. So as I have mentioned in my PIQ, I have been house captain in my school. I have been volunteers for various events and even in my school. I was in 4th standard also I was in the council member. In 6th I was in council member. And in 8th I was in council member. So from there I possess a leadership quality as well as when it came to group projects or any assignments, I used to be the initiative of everything. I used to assign works and we all used to work together on it. I used to figure it out.
Twinkle, as you have right now, you have said that you have been a captain, house captain, and so on and so on. So, how work in this position have affected your life? What values has it added to your life? How has it helped you so far?
So that has inputted many values in me. Like I have learned how to be a good leader, not just a leader, but how to be with everyone and take everyone together, how to solve disputes amongst people, also how to carry if someone has fallen down. So how do you pick that person up and make that person strong back again so that your whole team wins and you don't lose just because of one person.
All right. But see, this is all the good side of it, right? But have you faced, ugly side of being a leader as well?
Yes, sir. I have faced a lot of criticism. Like all the blame was put on me that this time we didn't win because you're the captain. Yeah, my sports sir has scolded me that you're not practicing the kids properly. So that was a drawback I felt. But then again, I stood up and I strongly fought back that.
So you are a single child, correct?
Yes.
So how had you convinced your father and mother to join armed forces?
My parents have been very supportive for my career. My mom is like, you don't get married, you do your career. We are all fine with it, whatever you want to do. But just be on your fit.
Then who will take care of them when you are posted in some far-flung areas?
My family has accepted it and I think they have mentally prepared themselves to be without me.
Is it practically possible?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Twinkle, I'll ask certain things about your academic background. You just said that, you've done aircraft maintenance engineering, and then I see you were there into rocket making also.
Yes, sir.
So we have a very, classic example of one of the personalities of Indian this thing.
Mm-hmm.
He became the president of the country also.
Yes, sir.
So can you just tell me certain things related to his? And right now, you said about the failure by a leader and, that success of a leader. So can you just tell me how can we, correlate these things with that particular gentleman?
So basically Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam was also rejected in SSB and then later on he became the president of our India. And not just that, but he is the favorite personalities among every generation, I believe. His book is like very famous and it really inspires me a lot. And he has also visited my school. So from then onwards, he is very inspirational for me because he supports every startup. He has supported every startup. He has supported every initial ideas. So I think
Have you gone through that book which he's written?
not yet.
What is the name of the book?
Wings of
Wings of Fire.
Wings of Fire.
Okay.
All right. Twinkle, in your PIQ form, you have mentioned that skating, rifle shooting, hockey, skating, TSO badminton, this is all you have participated in, right?
Yes, sir.
So apart from the pure fun of it, right, which sports obviously gives, what does it teaches you?
It teaches us discipline. It teaches us teamwork. It teaches us how to be confident no matter what. It teaches you to practice. Practice is the only key to success. So yeah.
Apart from that, anything else?
Apart from that, no, if you like while skating you fall many times, but it teaches you to get up again, go for it again. Until you don't stand up on your own feet, until unless you don't learn to balance yourself, life is not going to work for you.
Again, when you face failures, like if you're in skating, there are people who goes into sports for the pure fun of it. There is no, ambition of achieving something. They go there and they play for it. They lose or they win, right? It does not actually matter. But there are people who goes into a very particular sport for a very particular reason, for gold medal, for they want to play Olympics and such. They dedicate a very good portion of their youth, right, which is a prime time of someone's life.
Yes.
They dedicate that time, right? And when they face failure, how do you think that they feel, and how would you advise that they face it and overcome it?
So basically, so sports teaches you sportsman spirit, which itself says if you lose, it's okay. You will win next time. Practice more, work hard more. You will work next time.
But is it not more of a philosophical thing to say and not more of a practical thing to say? Because as I mentioned, the prime time of your life, because in sports obviously you need to be young,
Yes, sir.
and us old people cannot play, right? So you dedicate that time into sports and then you are not able to achieve something, right? So what you just said is fine philosophically, but is it practically true that someone can just tell himself, okay, all right, it's a part of the game?
No, sir. Okay, it's okay. You take your day, take one day, relax. Just take that whole thing out of your mind and start again. Your life is all about restarting again. And
When you say start again, how do you mean start again? In the sports section itself or do something else? Because
in sports section, sir.
but your prime time has passed. So
Then-
should the person start again in the sports section itself, or he should pursue something else which interests him or her?
Then he can go for other things, sir.
Would be more of a practical.
Yeah.
So, Ms. Twinkle, your PIQ says you have got 89.3% in class 10th, but in 12th you got 61.2%. So, may I know the reason for this downfall of percentage?
Yes, sir. So actually, from CBSE, I went to state board. That won't be my excuse, but the thing was, I was not able to manage science. I was not able to manage time between practicals, tuitions, and self-study. So that made a downfall.
Okay, one additional question I want to ask. You have been a day scholar. Now you are in hostel. So, how does life changes?
So life has changed upside down. Before I was dependent on my mother, on my father, but now I have to do every single thing individually, so that it has brought many responsibilities on me. I have to manage my studies, my day-to-day chores, and food. I have to manage with food because now I won't be served delicious food. I have to manage it whatever I have just to fill my stomach and stay alive and stay healthy.
You have written certain, things about your hobbies. One is skating and one is hockey skating,
Yes, sir.
isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So when you are inside the rink, so is it something only to do with display or games? Please explain, how is it different from skating and hockey skating?
Okay, sir. So basically, skating and hockey skating are like a branch of skating. In skate, you do normally skate with your hands moving around, but with hockey skating, you have a hockey stick in your hand and the ball is different. The shape of the hockey stick is different. you have to play a normal hockey game with wearing skates. So, yeah. And the ring is same.
Size of ring is same.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Twinkle, Mr. Sashi asked you why your percentage have gone down in succeeding years from 89.3 to 61.2 and from there to 75%, which is a small hike in percentage. Will you say that in this downfall of percentage, sports, your varied interest in in variety of activities has also played a part?
No, sir.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Because see, every person has 24 hours of time, and now if you are dedicating a small amount of time to variety of your interest, it will surely have an impact on your marks.
Yes, sir.
Then why are you saying no?
No, sir, but in 11th and in my college, I have completely stopped sports. My sports were only till school time. In college, I was totally focusing on college. I used to not get extra time for any extracurricular activities.
All right. So in your school time, when you scored 61.2% in your 12th class, you were not playing a lot of sports, were you? No. So this downfall of percentage is purely due to change of board,
Yes, sir. And
lack of.
time given to my studies.
Yes. So you change board. I understand that. But why are you counting this as a factor? Because from what board did you change to what board?
From CBSE to Maharashtra.
From CBSE to Maharashtra board. I think that should have been easier.
No, so actually the syllabus is completely different because CBSE focuses on centralized education, and whereas Maharashtra board focuses on Marathi culture or Maharashtrian culture.
But certain subjects would have remained the same, like mathematics, science, right?
Yes,
Because
sir.
they cannot change it.
Yes, sir.
It's a uniform syllabus.
Yes, sir.
So the only thing that would have changed, I guess, would be maybe history books
Yes, sir.
or some sort of that, or maybe local literature would have been taught to you.
Yes, sir.
But the large number of syllabus would have remained the same.
Yes, sir. But till 10th, CBSE board is ahead of Maharashtra board, and Maharashtra board is quite behind. So what they have taught in 10th, I was not taught in 10th in CBSE board. So they have continued that in 11th. So that made little problem.
How much of a gap would that be? In terms of syllabus,
Yes, sir.
how much gap?
1 to 1.5 years back.
All right. So the gap that CBSE, the CBSE board left, and you joined Maharashtra board, that gap could not have been filled by some degree of hard work.
Yes, sir.
So why did you not do that?
So actually, I used to be like tired after attending college from 7 to 5, and then. No, sir. I'm not giving excuse. I agree it's my mistake. I should have worked hard. I didn't. I couldn't. I didn't.
So, Miss Twinkle, this pen can be used for writing. Apart from that, what are other uses of this pen?
This pen can be used on a smart board to write on it.
That's what I said. It can be used to write. Apart from that, what are the different uses of this pen?
No idea, sir.
Still, you can give it a try.
Maybe to throw as a self-defense.
Correct.
Yes.
Next. Can it be used as a paperweight?
Yes, sir.
Tell me some more uses. Okay. Your height is 158 centimeter, correct? So convert it into decimeter. Decimeter. You don't know? Okay. What is the relation between meter cube and kg?
Meter cube and kg.
Yeah. Suppose 1 meter cube is equals how many kgs? Okay. So, have you heard of Israel-Palestine issue?
Yes, sir.
I'm not going to ask you the detail, but give me a solution to that, according to you.
According to me, peace can be a solution. Like treaty can be a solution. Like give and take relations can be a solution to it.
Then who should be the broker of peace?
The stronger party should be the broker of this.
Please be specific. Who should be?
The Israel should be the.
Israel. Okay.
Okay, one last question to you, Twinkle, before you break off. You've written about adventure as one of your, hobbies. Just tell me, what have you done? What have you achieved in any toughest mission which you have undertaken?
So I have done paragliding, I have done parasailing, I have done rafting, flying fox. So I want to achieve more in that. I love adventure, so I would like to do more of it.
Thank you so much.
Alright,
Thank you.
Twinkle. Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
I would say confident, very well read. Body language is also in this thing, and passionate also.
She is passionate. Above all, she is passionate.
She's
about
passionate.
armed forces.
The way she is describing her achievements in paragliding, para-rafting and everywhere, bungee jumping. So that means she is passionate about adventure.
But one drawback she has. She's not very practical. Reality has not hit her hard so far.
It is a bit tough to hit her hard. So, I think,
She has only child, I guess.
yeah, she's.
So
That's why. That's why she's not practical. Second thing is, as far as situational demand is concerned, she's a bit low at that. General awareness.
Yeah.
When it comes to her comfort zone, like skating, she's better at that. When it comes to some new situation,
What he's telling is something to do with when you have varied, interests which you also covered. So the time is limited. So you can, only focus for certain things, practicality.
practicality. So general awareness is not that good, but I guess that is something that can be cured now.
Because that can be compensated by other activities.
But otherwise, she is very observant,
Yeah.
good analytical skills.
Yeah,
I
yes,
observed, right?
absolutely.
And she might be a very good candidate, I guess.
Yeah.
There are certain areas which should be.
Correct.
it would be too soon. But I suppose she would get recommendation. She would get.
Yeah, I think she deserves a leave.
Let's call her back.
Yeah. Twinkle, please come in. Have a seat. We'll just summarize as to what in last 20 odd minutes you underwent and how you performed. So I'll sum up and then the gentleman will take on. You are very confident. You're very passionate about your hobbies and everything, and your body language also says, the very fact you can see into my eyes, confidently speak and don't fumble. That means communication skills are also at peak. So you're doing very well. Only point what I observe, somewhere, the focus of your hobbies has been so varied and so divergent that probably it is not, letting you concentrate on one particular area. I believe that's what my feeling is. But otherwise, you're doing very well. Whatever time you had, you made use of it. The way you carried out the activities. Thank you.
All right, Twinkle. Certain things. Your general knowledge is not up to the mark, which should be cured as soon as possible. And when the interview was going on, Mr. Sashi asked you a few questions on, units. Being an engineer, right, that should be very good. And you will make sure of it that when you appear in your interviews elsewhere, right, you are up to the mark on that. Because it is, general expectation from an engineer that at least units are in shape. जो conversion है and you are a rocket scientist, fuel उसमें भरना है, and a lot of things are to be done. And if a scientist, if a engineer cannot convert units, it reflects badly on him or her, right? Otherwise, very good observant skills, good analytical skills. I commend you on that. You speak really well. You're a confident person, and I believe that if you work on certain areas, certain specific areas, nobody can stop you from being recommended.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Ms. Twinkle, you are confident. You have that sense of responsibility, and you are determined also. But things to focus is you need to brush up the subject knowledge as well as general awareness, situational demands, and you should be a team worker. Your PIQ says you are more to individual acting, like dancing, acting, makeup. Should be a team worker. So include some activities which is team oriented. With these additions, you will get the recommendations. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.